Alrighty, I am updating a very nice luxury apartment for a landlord that has a very good reputation around town. He's known for taking good care of his tenants and maintaining his properties. And I enjoy helping him out and doing some wiring and making some YouTube videos. So I'll show you guys how to use this old work box and put a new wall light in, and then we'll hook it up to a switched ceiling fan. Here in the country I was born in, we use 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop or in a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. And you should remark it with either red or black tape to let people know it's live. Okay, we want to put the light about right here. So we're going to take this reptile out above our drop ceiling. Oh, okay, it's nice and open up here. So I can see where all our wires are. So we'll just come down here because this wall is already opened. So we'll put it about right here. It's nice to forget your pen. I love forgetting things. Oh, here it is. I did remember it. So we'll put it like about right here. Take that off. We'll put our light about right here. So we'll cut across the bottom here and down our sides. And we'll go across here. Okay, so we'll cut right in there. So we'll drill our holes so they're here. Let that dust settle down a little bit. Bottom here. Okay, our box is going to fit in there really nice. Just gotta cut a little notch up here for the screw to go in. Okay, so I'll snag our wire in above the ceiling here. And we'll bring it down to a hole. Okay, so we do have to, we're gonna take this clamp out that we're not going to be using just to make some extra room in the box, eliminate a little bit of a sharp edge. And when we bring our cable in, we have to use a green screw and bond our ground wire to the box. We have our threaded hole right here. No, it's over here. Now we'll open up our opening here to bring our wire into the back of the box. So I'm putting the wire in on the left side, so I'm going to put a screw over here on the right side. So we'll put our box up into our wall here. There's some good plaster and lath in here to screw into. It's nice and tight. Okay, we'll get our wire stripped here. Just score it down the middle here so you don't cut the wires underneath. This is a very nice luxury apartment complex, and I'm glad to upgrade it a little bit by putting in some nice energy-saving, maintenance-free LED lights. I'll take my screw out because there's not enough room in here. Put that go in. So we'll get around our screw the direction our screw turns. Get our screw nice and tight here. This is the bracket we're going to put our light fixture onto here. So you go on here like this. I might be able to take this screw out and put it through this bracket and the box because it's in our way here a little bit. Get our fixture a little extra support. There we go, now it's nice and flat against the wall here. Get nice and tight against the wall. I like to put a washer on just to get a little extra strength. Screw door box nice and tight. Now we have a ground screw here, so I have to open this one up. Bring our ground wire down here that we bonded to our box first. We'll go around this green screw. We'll strip our ends with our number 12 hole. What a nice joy. I put this on backwards. So we just go back to ground zero and take it off. That's all. You don't get upset. You don't get all flabbergasted. You don't get all frustrated. Just enjoy taking it off and doing it again. That's all. You don't let anything bother you. It's just not worth it. And if something doesn't fit, you know what? It doesn't fit. So you just make it fit. But make it fit safely, though. You can't do something unsafe. Okay, how nice. We gotta get it on this one. Okay. So I'm gonna ream this out a little bit. I enjoy things not fitting and having to compensate. But you know what? You don't let stuff like that bother you, because if something doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. It's so simple. The top one's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. But I don't get upset. I don't get all frustrated because it's not gonna change anything. Something's not gonna fit. It's just not gonna fit. That's all. A little force, just a little force might make it fit though. And it is going to fit. I just have to force it a little bit. Get under here and force it over. I have to force it. That's all there is to it. When something doesn't go, you just force it. Force it all the way over. There it is. Now it's straight. Okay, now we got screwed to our box nice and tight here. Okay, we'll get our ground wire back around our green screw here. Get it bounded nice and tight here. I like to strip my wires a little longer here so we get the nice wrap around our solid wires. Okay, so we'll take our black wire, we'll get our insulation even at the bottom like this here, bring our strands down like that, and we'll wrap our stranded wire around our solid wire like this. Here in the country I was born in, we use wire nuts. We have Wagos and push-in connectors, but they're more expensive, so these are the most common. And we'll take our white wire, same thing, we'll get our insulation even at the bottom like this, bring our stranded wire down like that, wrap our strands around our solid wire like that, take our yellow wire nut, make sure our insulation goes up into the bottom of the wire nut, get on nice and tight. And now we'll take our ground wire, which is our bare wire here. We'll wrap our bare wire around it here. And we'll use an orange wire nut since it's a smaller wire. And there we go. Now we can fold our wires back into our box here. So I'll push our ground wire in. Get our white wire down into our box. Here in the country I was born in, all your splices must be inside of a box. And now we can get our wires into our box here. And we'll take our little knobs off here that hold the fixture onto the bracket here. And we'll just go find our posts. Where are they? There's the bottom, and there's the top. Okay, we'll just look around, make sure no wires are pinched, so you can adjust your lights. They go different directions, wherever direction you want them. And as you can see, it's a built-in LED bulb, so you never have to worry about replacing them. We're going to put them all facing down, and we'll take our pliers here and we'll just tighten this up a little bit, make sure it's nice and tight. And making sure no wires are pinched anywhere. Now we can put our globes on. Straighten a little bit. There it is. So our ceramic ring will hold our screw onto our threaded ring here. Okay, now we'll start bringing our wire over to our ceiling fan here. So we'll take our globe and our bulbs down. get the belt right out of the tape deck and get it working. This white wire should be remarked black. The one on the bottom is white and this one's black. The wire that goes over to our light. I'll slide over here. all these Romex connectors are all knockouts of 3/4 inch, and I do not have one. So we're just going to have to put 3 in the one that's here. So instead of getting frustrated about not having the right Romex connector, we'll just use what we have, that's all. It's just so simple not to get frustrated and upset and carry on and piss and moan, because it's not going to help you. It does absolutely nothing. So be thankful that we have a connector that's big enough to accommodate all the wires. So just be thankful. Okay, so we're going to fix this here, the black feed wire going down to our white switch wire. Down the middle here. So what we're going to do is, this is the white switch wire here. No, this is the white neutral. So this is the white switch wire. So we're going to remark this white wire live here. With some red tape. Okay, so our black feed wire, we're going to untwist this up here. So our feed wire is coming in here on the bottom. So this is our black. Okay, here's our feed wire. It's coming in on the bottom. This is all tangled up. I love tangled up stuff, don't you? I love it when everything's all tangled up. It's a wonderful joy. Instead of throwing a tantrum and getting all upset, you just take it apart and straighten it out, that's all. It's not going to help you getting all upset. Just enjoy taking it all apart and doing everything all again. Okay, so where's our black one from the bottom? Okay, so this is the black one coming from the source, and this is the white switch wire here going down to our switch. So we're gonna clip these here. Get our insulation unit at the bottom here. Get our wires twisted evenly. And we'll clip them so they're even on the end here. And we'll put our red wire nut on. So here's our black feed wire going to our white switch wire. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. There we go. Now we have our black feed wire going to our white switch wire up here. And it's going to be out of our way. And our black one coming back from the switch. It's going to go to our light and to our fan. And our white coming back from the switch and the source are going to go to our fan. We got to get all our ground wires together here. We'll clip them off so they're all even here on the end. So look, make sure we have 1, 2, 3, 4 wires. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got them all. Looks like they're all even. Yep, they're even. And we'll put our wire nut on here. And one goes up to the green screw in the box here. We have our ground to go to our fan. Now we'll get our black and white together. That's going to power the fan and the light when the switch is on. get our insulation even on the bottom here like this. Come together. We'll clip our end off so they're even. We'll do the same with our blacks. Get our insulation even at the bottom. And we'll clip them so they're even. Now we'll set our box back over into our ceiling here. Make sure our screws aren't going to hit any of the wires. And we're not going to have enough room to put the wires up into the box. If I have an extra screw, I would like to put a screw into the wood here to hold it better onto the box, but if we don't have one, we don't have it. We're not going to get upset. We don't. I'm going to look. I might find it in the wall somewhere. If I do, I do, and if I don't, I don't. And I'm not going to cry about it. I am going to look. And fortunately I found one, so I was happy to find one. And there's no wires over on this side, so this will just like keep it from moving around. And if it won't go, it won't go. I won't get upset. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. It's not going to fit, so I am not going to worry about it. Not going to get all upset, not going to get all bent out of shape. I'll just put it in here on the side just so that it doesn't slide past. this piece here. There, okay. I'll just keep it from sliding off. Okay, so now we're ready to hook our fan back up. Put our ground wire on our ground wire here. And I thought I had a small wire nut, but if I don't, I don't. Yes, I do have it right here. And put it on here. Put it on nice and tight here. And we'll get our white wire over here. Now I'll strip this wire longer so I get a nicer connection with our solid wires. So we'll wrap our stranded wires around our solid wires like this. Get our copper even at the end and our insulation even at the top here. Take our wire nut, make sure insulation goes into the wire nut. Make sure it gets on here nice and tight. So I'll push our ground wire up into here as far as I can. Put our black wires over this other way here. So we'll strip our black and blue nice and long so we get it wrapped around our solid wires a little bit better here. The black one goes to the motor, and the blue one goes to the light. Insulation even here at the bottom. We'll wrap our stranded wire around our solid wire here. Do the same with our blue wire. Insulation even at the bottom. Wrap our strands around our solid wires like this. See, our insulation's all even at the top and our copper's even on the bottom. We'll take our wire nut, make sure all our insulation is going up into the bottom of our wire nut. Nice and tight. Everything all fits in there. Yep, everything all fits in there nice and snug. And ideally, I'd like to have the wires up inside the box, but there's too many wires in the box and it's not possible, so we'll just be thankful for the room we have here. And we're not going to complain about it. We're going to be thankful that everything all fit instead of complaining about it not fitting. Make sure you put your lock washers on. It goes in hard, it goes in hard, that's all. It's going in though. Two. So we got our fan all back together. Our wires are in the box there where we want them. Now we put our reptile back in place. Now we can put our canopy back up and put our fan blades back on. Well, if I don't find it, I don't find it. I'm not going to get all upset. I'm not going to get all bent out of shape. I'll just go and buy another one. I'll look first though, and if I don't find it, I'm going to just go wait until I can buy another one. That's all. It's just so simple. You don't let stuff like that bother you. Okay, we'll put our blades on. After I'm done, I'm going to dump my toolbox, and if I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. And I'm not going to get all bent out of shape and flabbergasted over it. I'm just going to go and buy another one, and hopefully I remember to put it in. Because getting upset does not help you. It doesn't change anything. But if I find it, good. If I don't, I don't. Doesn't line up, it doesn't line up either. You just keep trying until you find the holes, that's all. You don't let problems bother you. It's not going to help you. It's not going to solve anything. Make sure it's good and tight. Oh, there's the washer. I love losing stuff. Just learn to enjoy it, because otherwise it will frustrate you. Well, I'll be lucky if I find that washer and screw. If I do, I do. And if I don't, I don't. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not even going to get frustrated. I'm just going to be thankful for what I have. But I am going to look for it, though. I do have a lock washer on this one. Let's just hope I find that lock washer. Yep, right here. Good. One more blade. Okay, we got all our fan blades up. I'll just take a quick dump of the toolbox and see if I see my the washer I lost or the screw I lost. And if I don't, I don't. If I do, I do. Either way, I'm going to be thankful for what I have and not complain about what I don't have. If I remember to get another one, I'll just put it in when I get it. Nope, I don't see it. So I'm just gonna try to remember and buy one when I go to Lowe's and put it up later. And not get all bent out of shape over it. Because if it's gone, it's gone. Complaining's not going to bring it back. Now one of these screws were missing, so I'll have to get some of them too when I go. It's also the same size. It's a 632. Alright, so now we get our reptiles back into place. Okay, I got all the reptiles back in place. I'm just gonna look around and see if I can find that screw. If I see it, if I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. But that's why you have a credit card. So you just go buy another one and save you all the hassle and all the frustration. Just go and buy another one if you can't find something. Alrighty, so that is how to install a ceiling fan with a wall light connected to it that is controlled by the same switch here in the country I was born in.